Suddenly, your world changes. You're in a place you never imagined. You don't feel like yourself anymore. You feel alone, but you're not. Other people with spinal cord injuries know exactly what you're going through because they've been there themselves. They're the voices of experience, and they can help you get through this. After a spinal cord injury, it's natural to wonder how your friends will handle the new you. At the beginning, it may be hard to tell.
I think it's easy at first for them to view it as a sickness, as though you're going to get over it. So visiting you in the hospital is not that hard. Sending flowers or cards or things is fairly easy to do. Recognizing that it's a permanent, lifelong thing that they're going to have to deal with as well is a lot harder. And that's sometimes, it's good in the long run, but it can be a painful learning process.
I think that people, have a hard time kind of coping with it, and they might struggle more than you do, actually, just because you might be okay with your injury, but somebody else might not be okay with your injury. And so friendships, certain friends got further away and certain friends got closer.
I think some people were just kind of uncomfortable with the situation. They didn't know what to do, and it was hard for them to adapt to that, and maybe it was hard for them to see me the way that I was. But most of my friends were awesome, and the friends that I did stay close to throughout that time, I'm still really close to. A lot of those people are like family to me now.
Friends who I never thought would that close to me, they came to visit me to the hospital, bringing me food, and it was just surprising to me. I'm like, wow, you're a real friend. You know what I'm saying? Guys that I hung out with out in the street, they're not coming to visit me, yet you're coming over here making sure I'm fed. So it made me realize who my real friends were.
I didn't want to scare them away. I needed them to be a part of my life. I needed those relationships to feel okay about myself. So I made a conscious effort to really try not to scare them away and try and be a friend and not always sucking the relationship dry with my own needs.
When the accident initially happened, I had plenty of friends at the hospital, days and days and days. But as I got out of the hospital, when I made home, I would have friends come by, and friends would stop by. They say, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm all right. I've been sitting in the house all this time. And they say, hey, we just came to see how you was doing. We're stopping by. We're just going to get something to eat, And I would think back like, you're stopping by. I've been in the house. Won't you just come and get me and take me to go and get something to eat with you?
I feel really fortunate that, the friends I had prior to my injury are pretty much the friends I have now. There's some environmental factors that have helped shape how they've moved forward, People live in homes I can't get to, so it alters the ways you can socialize. I pride myself on having some very deep and long friendships that are very fulfilling.
I remember writing to this one woman that I've known for 25 years, and I said, I don't want to pressure you and I don't want to impose upon you, but I'm hurt. We have such history with each other. I love you. What's wrong? Because I don't want you out of my life. I'm not embarrassed to answer anything. Feel free to ask. So those kinds of things have happened a lot. But where they haven't happened, those friendships are very precious.
I'm closer with my friends now, and I changed their minds about it. I came out and just said, hey guys, I wear diapers sometimes, I pee my pants sometimes, I'm gonna need help doing this, help doing that, and they just kind of accepted it, and after 2 years, it's normal now, so.
It's funny because I watch people watch me. I don't know if that makes sense. People in wheelchairs will probably understand completely. But I watch people watch me, and I can tell that person can handle the wheelchair or that person cannot handle it. And when there's somebody that can't handle it, I never look at them and judge them in a bad way. I see ignorance and I want to educate them. So if the opportunity, arises, I try to educate because I wouldn't have known.
One thing that I noticed right away after my injury is that all of the people that you say are your friends on Facebook aren't necessarily your friends. Friends are the people who love you. Friends are the people who will come over and weed eat your front yard for you when you're in a pinch. Friends are the people who sit there and listen to you and say, that sucks. And then they don't offer any advice.
I remember feeling just down, like everybody forgot me. So I sent out a mass text and said, help. That's all I said. And they came. Full force. I started having slumber parties. They were bringing me guacamole to drown in my sorrows. It was fun.
I remember going to move with some friends, and I remember having a bowel movement, okay? But, and so it set me back a little bit from the standpoint of, don't want to take that risk again, if that happens again, but they were cool about it. And that's what was so nice about it. Well, hey, what do we do? I said, well, let's go home and clean me up and we'll come back and watch a movie again.
Now it's like, just like before I got hurt, I'm like, you know how it's one friend in every bunch that everybody needs the advice from? Well, that's me, so now everybody's always at my house. Oh, Shell, I need to talk. And so they're great, so I love them. If I ever need a ride, I always have one. They're great.
Still do the same thing, go out drinking, not like to get super intoxicated, but just to hang out with friends. My friends consist of able-bodied folks, we call them the ABs, and people with disabilities. So my group of friends is like, it's very eclectic. Life goes on. I mean, the only thing that changes, again, we have to find accessibility. So it's not about us now, it's about our environment that's not ready for our craziness. But life goes on.
My friends come around, we play cards together, we go to the casino, we sometimes go out to different events, sporting events. I have a club I belong to. I get out once a month to that usually. I go out to eat quite a bit. I would say my extracurricular activities are just not as numerous as they used to be, but I still do pretty well for myself.
I actually do more now than I did before. We'll go bowling, we'll go shoot pool. Sometimes we'll even do things that I know I can't do just so I can do it, or so I can try it, just to get a laugh out of everybody, or just to get a laugh myself.
I've gotten more friends and met people that I probably never would have met even if I wasn't injured. So again, I think I set the tone for that when I show people that I can live a successful life. I'm the same guy, I just do what I do sitting down. Then I'm still a fun guy to hang out with.
I am a churchgoer, which is very, fun for me because of the community aspect of it. It allows me to build other relationships that participate in other activities. I mean, so many of my friends, individuals getting married, participating in weddings, going bowling, on date night with the friends and the families.
Interestingly enough, I thought that I would probably lose my friends. I didn't lose one. Not one friend walked away, which was, I thought, remarkable, because this is a pretty life-changing type of disability, and I still have those friends. After 25 years, that's pretty good.
Voices of experience. They know. They've lived it. To watch and download the 10-part series, go to facingdisability.com/voices of experience videos.